We bought this house for about $8,000. The question is, was it a good buy or a mistake? Well, watch this video and you decide. About a year ago, I made my first YouTube video and nobody watched it. It was terrible. So what I want to do is reintroduce that video. Same material, but this way. Welcome to the Rundown Reborn channel. My name's Deric, and a little over a year ago, my wife Zhenya and I bought this house. It was $8,000. It was a foreclosure home. We embarked on this journey together. My wife is going to school, and this presented an opportunity. We didn't have to rent. Let's buy a fixer-upper. So we decided that while she's going to school, I could basically work on a fixer-upper. Now this house was the absolute cheapest house there was available in Terre Haute when we purchased it. And there was a good reason for that. It was a foreclosure property, had no electrical, no plumbing, no heat, really nothing. So we literally had only a week until my wife started classes. So we lived out of a motel that week. The kids started school, and I began spending as much time as I could getting the house to a point to where we could at least get our stuff out of a U-Haul and into the house to begin. So in that week, we got a new electrical panel put in, and we got a basic countertop with a kitchen sink installed, and we made sure that our bathroom plumbing was back online. That was it. That was all we had to get started with. That and a roof. The house was full of holes, leaky, drafty, bugs, mosquitoes, bats, mice. Everything you could think of in an old rotten house was right here. This story is about my wife and I and our children relaunching our lives in a new city that we've never been in before, and a house that was pretty much uninhabitable. Now I want to go back in time and show you exactly where we were at. Hi, I'm Deric.
Hi, I'm Zhenya.
We're the Dohertys. We live in Terre Haute, Indiana, and we bought a house. Needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work. That's my boy Eddie. He's got home from school. He's ready to do a little demo too. It's been bothering me all week.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Now we bought this property in the late summer of 2019, and from the very first day, we were in a race to get the major demolition complete and clear the living space so we can move in.
Jumping from cliffs so high.
Now there was a lot of plaster to tear out and filth to clean up, as well as a seriously dysfunctional second bath. And I had to get new power in place, but I didn't feel comfortable installing a panel myself, so I hired an electrician for a day to install a new 100 amp service and to get about 6 outlets operational for us. I also hired a handyman plumber to bring the barely usable existing bathroom online and install water and drain plumbing to the kitchen and laundry areas. And he also connected a new hot water heater for me. So within a couple of days, we had flushing toilets, running water, a hot shower, and some basic power.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
And once the dust had settled, we felt we were finally ready. And in a single day, we unloaded a big old U-Haul and moved on it. For the next couple of weeks, I continued to try and tighten up the house in an effort to keep air, water, and bugs out of our new home. I also made sure the house was secure by closing up some unneeded or broken windows and by replacing a few other subpar windows. Now around this time, our new refrigerator arrived, so we blew out the wall nice and big between the living and the dining. Without a range, our only way to cook at the time was to either use a microwave or a crock pot. Later on, with the help of my new neighbor Jeff, I installed new gas piping throughout the basement. This provided gas to a range location and a gas log stove. Now once the gas lines were tested, I was able to get the service turned on just in time for winter. We now had heat. Not much, but enough. We stored much of our belongings in boxes upstairs and sealed it off in the downstairs to minimize the space to be heated. Our master bedroom started in the front living room space while the boys shared a room in the back of the house. We were basically living in 3 rooms, which allowed me to start leveling floors in the center of the house where our future dining room will be. Leveling the floors was an absolute game changer. We finally had something solid underfoot, and it felt really good. Now add to that some new windows and some new drywall here and there, and things were really starting to come together in a relatively short amount of time. But there is still so much ahead. I don't really have any video of these first few months here. I was posting progress photos on Facebook for family and friends, and a few months into the project, it dawned on me. Why not start a YouTube channel? There's got to be somebody out there interested in our adventure.
Let it show. Babe, I'm into you. We've been on and off, in and out, up and down too many times. Now it's time. Show me what you got. Some say that it's the little things. I say that it's a big old ring. Anything that I hear you say, I do.
So here I am nearly 2 years after starting all of this. My channel has just passed 3,000 subscribers, and I can't believe it. Your response has been so encouraging, and I'm so happy to have you all here watching. I thank you so very much.
It's just the way that it is. Way that it is.
Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, we're all finished. We're all finished for today. Got quite a few. We got a lot of stuff down. Got a lot of the plaster and lath down. Ended up with 13 bags of, we ended up with 13, I ended up with 13 bags of trash. I ended up with 13 bags of debris, and I ended up with 13 bags of debris, and I ended up with 13 bags of debris and blocked sinus. I ended up with 13 bags of debris, and I ended up with 13 bags of debris and a stuffy head.